y'all, welcome to my first YouTube series, YouTube channel, YouTube whatever. As you can see, this video is not gonna be like your typical YouTube video because I am doing it in my dorm. Why? I'm lazy, and plus this is not like a beauty video or a hair care video or anything that you need like strong lighting and stuff like that for. Like, this video is just about tips and tricks and things you need to know about Cuba before going. So it's more first is getting to Cuba. To get to Cuba, you will need a visa, but the visa you can purchase it at your local airport or at the airport that you bought your tickets from. You will need a passport, and if you are not an American citizen, you will need a permanent residence card. Like, second things to bring. So let me just tell you now, Cuba has an embargo, and the embargo and the Cuban Revolution has restricted a lot of things. So things that you can easily find in America or in Europe or in any other country is gonna be hard to find. So I'm gonna let you know. Make sure you have all your essentials, all your toiletries, your feminine products, your medicine, everything, because there's not a lot of markets in Cuba. Like, the government made it hard for people to have private businesses. Like, besides restaurants, there's not a lot of private businesses in Cuba. There's barely clothing stores. Like, I don't know, where do they get their clothes from? I've asked my tour guide, and she said usually people have families from different places, like Mexico, United States, or like anywhere in Latin America that brings them in. Or like sometimes people will like sell stuff like low key, you know, like go in the person's house and buy things from them. But again, the government can't know because again, there's no private businesses. This might sound ridiculous, but make sure you bring your own roll of toilet paper. Whether you're staying at a hotel or an Airbnb, make sure you bring your own toilet paper because you will need the toilet paper to carry around. If you go to like a restaurant or like a private place, sometimes they don't even have the toilet paper in the stalls. Sometimes they don't even have the toilet paper in the stalls. So literally they will have someone standing outside handing toilet paper out.
And what's crazy is they don't even hand you like a big portion of toilet paper. They will literally take the toilet paper, go 1, 2, and give you this much amount. If you have an emergency or you have like a stomach virus, stomach flu, or whatever issue that you have, you're screwed because this will not be enough. So carry your own toilet paper in your bag, or like just carry it with you.
Another important thing to know is that you cannot throw the toilet paper inside the toilet. Like, they have trash cans next to the bathrooms where you will have to throw your toilet paper in. Next most important information is the money. Alright, so there's not really ATMs in Cuba or like place where you could retrieve money from your American bank or whatever country you're coming from. So basically, if you're going there for like a week or two, I would recommend bringing like $200 to $300, you know, just in case, because again, there's no ATM, so better safe than sorry. And there are 2 places where you can convert your money. You could do it at the airport, like literally right when you land to Cuba after going through like customs and pick up your baggage. There's gonna be like a little office where you can convert your money to. And you could also do it at the hotels. So Cuba has 2 types of money. They have CUC and they have Cuban peso. CUC is the convertible peso that tourist people use, and the Cuban peso is only for people who are Cuban born, basically. So the conversion unit. If you're coming from United States, just know that $1 is 86 cents of CUC. Plus they take 10% tax. I don't think they do that for any other country, but then again, US doesn't really have a great relationship with Cuba, so I'm guessing that's why they did it. Alright, what's next? Ooh, third most important thing. Apps that you need before you go to Cuba. So chances are in Cuba, you're not gonna have internet. Literally, internet is very, very restricted in Cuba. Again, it's not your typical Caribbean island, it's not your typical country. if you try to do an international plan, chances are it won't work. Like, I'm not even kidding. So the 3 apps that I would recommend is Triposo, Google Translate, and Google Maps. Triposo is my favorite app out of all 3 because it literally has everything you need to know about Cuba. It has everything from like the history, the language, the money conversion, etc. So I'm about to show you a little demonstration.
So you would go into Triposo and type in Cuba. As you can see, I already had it downloaded. And it tells you everything about Cuba, like the weather, the currency, get to know Cuba. It tells you about like the history of Cuba, the geography of Cuba. My favorite thing is the Spanish phrasebook because it tells you everything that you need just in case you don't speak Spanish and want to like talk to people. So there's the basics. If you have a problem, so you could say necesito ayuda right here.
Alright, so next topic, safety. Cuba is very safe. Like, it's one of the safest countries that I've seen. So yeah, like, again, everything is controlled by the government. People are not even allowed to tell their political opinion without thinking that something's gonna happen to them. Like, me and my friends, we walked around like 12 at night and nothing happened to us. Like, people did not try to rob us. People didn't even like stare us down or like give us like a, oh, I'm gonna kidnap you look. So last topic is internet. So in order for you to get internet, you have to either go to like a hotel or like a park center because that's where they have the internet hotspots. And the company that provides internet is called Itexa. And for you to be able to access that hotspot, you will need to buy a scratch card. Yes, a scratch card. And basically, my fault. The scratch cards are $1 per hour. And sometimes it might not even be the fastest speed, or at least the speed that we're used to. Like, it's pretty, like, it might be like a good 3G or something, and you can only access certain social medias. Like, Snapchat was not working for Itexa. If you're walking around, it is very easy for you to tell where the hotspot centers are because that's where you will see a group of people on their phones. Like, it's either a group of teenagers, a group of tourists, a group of people will be on their phone. Like, if you pass by somewhere and you see a group of people on their phone, best believe that's the hotspot area.
If you're interested in buying a Wi-Fi scratch card, there will be like a building next to where the Wi-Fi hotspot area is. Like, it's usually like a blue building that's written Itexa. Like, if you can't find it, just ask people that are in the Wi-Fi area. They'll tell you where to get it. It's usually like it's usually right across from where the hotspot area is. And also, you will need your passport to buy the Wi-Fi scratch cards. I feel like it's because they want to know what you're doing on the internet. I don't know. That's my conspiracy theory. Pretty much sure it's true.
Lord, where the independent gal dem